Good morning, children. I'm your chemistry teacher in ninth standard, Unit 10, Matter Around Us. This is the first lesson of chemistry, Matter Around Us. What is meant by matter? Matter is nothing, material. What are the materials are surrounded us? What are the materials are surrounding us? Okay, so listen. Learning objectives. What are the objectives you learn this lesson? You learn this. If I finish this lesson, what are the objectives you learn? Okay, you compulsorily learn these objectives. Okay, first one, classify substances as elements, compounds and mixtures based on their chemical composition. Then second one, group mixtures as homogeneous and heterogeneous. And third one, identify suitable method to separate components of a mixture. Next one, classify solutions based on size of the solute particle and compare the true solutions, colloids and suspensions based on their properties. Next one, differentiate colloids based on the nature of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Compare O by W and W by O emulsions. Discuss some important examples and uses of colloids. These are the objectives or see in this lesson. Okay, so you listen the lesson carefully. Okay, listen. Introduction. We use the term matter to cover all substances and materials from which the universe is composed. In the universe, all substances and materials are present. Matter is everything around us. Matter is everything around us. Our materials are around us. Okay. The air we breathe, the food we eat, the pen we write, clouds, stones, plants, animals, a drop of water or a grain of sand, everything is matter. Okay. Samples of any of these materials have two properties. These materials have two properties. What are the two properties? Mass and occupy space. All materials have mass. For example, the food we eat. What food we eat? Different type of food. We are eating different type of food. For example, 1 kg of tomato rice. 1 kg of tomato rice. What is the mass? 1 kg. That is called mass. So matter have mass. Then occupy space. That 1 kg tomato rice occupy space. That occupies place. That is called space. Okay. So all matters, all materials have mass and they occupy space. These properties, these two properties. Okay. Then next one, classification of matter. Classification of matter. In class 8th, you have studied the classification of matter and the basis of their physical state. Already you studied in 8th standard what are the physical state, solid state, liquid state, gaseous state. These are the states you already studied 8th standard. Okay. Now let us see how we classify matter on the basis of chemical composition. You studied in 8th standard what are the classification of matter on the basis of physical state. Okay, physical state, solid states, liquid state and gaseous state. Now classify matter on the basis of chemical composition. Chemical composition, broadly speaking, it has been classified into pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances and mixtures. From the point of view of chemistry, pure substances are those which contain only one kind of particles. Pure substances have only one kind of substances. Only one kind of substances. Whereas impure substances means mixture contain more than one kind of particles. More than one kind of particles. If you have only one kind of particles, that is called pure substances. Two or more kind of substances, two or more kind of particles are present in mixtures. So the matter is classified under chemical composition, the two types. First one pure substances and second one mixture. Pure substance means it contain only one kind of particles, and mixture means it contains two or more kind of particles. Okay. The flow chart given below will help us to understand the chemical classification matter in detail. Okay. Listen. Do you know, not all things that we see or feel or matter. For example, sunlight, sound, force and energy neither occupy space nor have mass. Yes or no? Sunlight have mass? No. Sound have mass? No. Force have mass? No. So these are occupy space only. So this is not a matter. They are not a matter. Sunlight, sound, force, energy, these are not a matter. Okay. Okay. Here see the examples to show matter has mass. Okay, then examples show matter has occupies space. Okay, thus we say matter is anything that mass and occupies space. Already I thought. Okay, next the tabular column. Listen. The matter is divided into two types. Already I thought, impure substances and impure substances. The impure substances are called mixtures. Okay. So the pure substances is divided into two types, elements and compounds. Elements and compounds. Elements means only one kind of substance. Okay. Compound means two or more kind of substances. Okay. Listen. Elements cannot be broken into simpler substances. It does not broken simpler substances. Okay, for example, copper, oxygen, hydrogen. These are simpler substances. This is not broken. Okay, this is a element. Then compound can be broken down into elements by chemical reactions. Chemical reactions. Water, sugar, salt. These are compounds. What is the formula of water? Water H2O. H2O. Sugar C6H12O6. Salt NaCl. Okay. Elements means it contains same elements. For example, copper C. Okay. Oxygen O2. How many oxygen? 2 oxygen. Hydrogen H2. So same atoms. Okay, same atoms. Elements means same atoms are present in the substance. Okay. Compounds means different types of atoms are present in the compound. For example, water is a H2O, hydrogen and oxygen. Sugar C6H12O6, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Then salt NaCl, sodium and chlorine. Okay, so these are compounds. Okay, then impure substances, that is mixtures. Mixtures is divided into two types. First one homogeneous mixture. Then second one heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixtures. First one homogeneous, uniform composition. Uniform composition. Sugar plus water. Water plus alcohol. Sugar plus water, water plus alcohol. So it is a uniform composition. Now heterogeneous means non-uniform composition. For example, sand and sugar, water and oil. For example, homogeneous means the sugar is dissolved water and water plus alcohol. Then heterogeneous means sand and sugar does not a same. It is different. Water and oil different proportion. Okay, they vary the proportion. Okay, same proportion means homogeneous mixture. Different proportion means heterogeneous mixture. Okay, right. Listen. Activity 1. Activity 1. Okay. Is air is a pure substance or mixture? Justify. Air is a pure substance or mixture? No, air is not a pure substance. It is not a pure substance. It is a mixture. It is a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. Air is a homogeneous mixture. Then second activity, you must have seen bar statues in museums and places of worship. Bronze is an alloy made up of approx 30% zinc and 70% copper. Is bronze a pure substance or a mixture or compound? Listen, 30% zinc and 70% copper. I thought pure substance means it contains only one kind of atoms. So it have two types of elements. What are the two types of elements? Zinc and copper. Zinc and copper. So it is not a pure substance. Okay, then it is not a pure substance. It does not have definite composition. Brass is a alloy. Brass is a alloy. Okay. Next, elements. Most of you be interested in music and some of you may know how it is composed. Music is the combination of a few basic musical notes. Already you know sa, re, ga. Yes. Thus the building blocks of music are the musical notes. Listen, the musical notes. Sa, re, ga, pa, ma. Okay. These are building blocks of music. Building blocks of music. What is the building blocks of music? Sa, re, ga. These are building blocks of music. Likewise, all substances on the earth are made up of certain simple substances called elements. Plants, cats, apples, rocks, cars, and even our bodies contain elements. In our body also have elements, contains elements. Thus elements are the building block of all materials. We are a material. Okay, we are a material. Our body also contain different types of elements. Listen, in 8th standard you studied this modern periodic table. Yes or no? Yes, you studied in 8th standard modern periodic table. Totally 118 elements are present in the periodic table and 7 period and 18 groups. These are the things you studied in 8th standard. Now, in the modern periodic table, there are 118 elements known to us. 92 of which are naturally occurring 92 elements, and 26 elements are prepared by artificially means it prepared by lab. Okay, But from these 118 elements, billion of compounds are formed. Okay, some naturally occurring and some artificial. Isn't that amazing? Yes or no? It's amazing. Okay, listen. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, 118 elements, building block of all materials. Okay, Robert Boyle. Robert Boyle. Listen, Robert. Listen, ma. Robert Boyle. Here have Robert Boyle, no? So this Robert Boyle used the name element for any substances that cannot be broken down further into a simpler substance. This definition can be extracted to include the fact that each element is made up of only one kind of atom. What do you understand? Yes, each elements contain only one kind of atom. So you understand, first element contain only one kind of atoms. Okay. For example, aluminium, an element which is made up of only aluminium atoms. It is not possible to obtain a simpler substance. Okay, then it is not possible to obtain simpler substance chemically from aluminum atoms. You can only make more complicated substances from it, such as aluminum oxide, aluminum nitrate and aluminum sulfate. Okay, these are compound. These are compound. Aluminum only element. Okay, listen. Atom already in 8th standard you studied what is meant by atom. Atom is a very smallest particles present in the element. Okay, it always takes part in a chemical reactions. Okay, molecules also smallest unit, a pure substance which always exists independently and retain physical and chemical properties. Substances is called molecules. Okay, then next one, examples. Hydrogen molecule consists of two atoms of hydrogen, H2. Oxygen molecule consists of two atoms of oxygen, O2. Okay, then all elements can be classified according to various properties. A simple way to this is classify them as metals, non-metals and metalloids Listen, in modern periodic table, totally 118 elements are present in the periodic table. The 118 elements are divided into three groups. What are the three groups? Metals, non-metals and metalloids. Metals, non-metals and metalloids. In 118 elements, the 95 elements are metals. The 95 elements are metals. Totally 17 elements are non-metals and 6 elements are metalloids. Totally 118 elements. Metals are 95, non-metals are 17 and metalloids are 6. Metalloids are 6. Okay. So next class we will discuss about what is mean by element, compound, what is mean by homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. These are the things you elaborated studied next class. Okay, so you see this topic and you make own questions. You make own questions. What is meant by matter, then what is meant by pure substance, what is meant by element, compound, what is meant by homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixtures, and then what is meant by atom, what is meant by molecules, then what is meant by elements, compounds, and how many elements are present in periodic table, how many elements occur in naturally, how many elements are preparing lab. These are the small questions you make and send it to your class teacher. Okay, Thank you. Thank you, children.